Are you ready to be entertained? Then let's go.
Everyone keeps telling me how my story is supposed to go.
Look in my eyes, tell me your tale. Do you see the road? I'm out to my soul. And tell me the size whenever the smoke clear out of my face. And my picture perfect and do I look fine?
Nah, I'ma do my own thing.
Look in my eyes, tell me your tale. Do you see the road? I'm out to my soul. And tell me the size whenever the...
Welcome back, y'all. We are getting into Doctor Who Season 2, Episode 3. Or would this be considered Season 15? Right? 15, Episode 3. Some people say 15, some people say 2 because this is his own rendition. I'm gonna say 2 because that's how I see it here. This title of this episode is called The Well. So far, I've enjoyed the past 2 episodes. I like the cinematography so much that I could literally just watch another episode after episode after episode. Plus, this companion is selling it. I love her. Never seen her in anything else other than the show, but she's really bringing it. And of course, I do like this rendition of the Doctor. The stories so far are pretty decent for me. I know what's interesting is that the last episode, a lot of people said they enjoyed it, that it was one of their favorite episodes of Doctor Who. I did enjoy the last episodes, but it wasn't one of my favorite episodes of Doctor Who. Now, they're gonna say this season of this particular, like their season 1 and season 2, I wouldn't consider that my favorite either. I think the episode with Maestro was a lot of fun. And I also liked, I don't know what the dog's name is called. I'm sorry, the dog god in the last episode of season 1, Sufar or something like that. That was a really good episode too. Those 2 particular episodes stood out to me, but the last episode, episode 2, I think was very, very solid, to the point where if I get into another season of this, I would remember that particular episode because I really did like that animation. I thought it was quite hysterical and actually quite scary at the same time. The ending was a little wonky for me, but other than that, I did enjoy it. Actually, it was wonky, but still, like, I understood it. I understood it. I understood the message overall of that episode. So, hair flip, we're here with another episode, so let's jump right into it. Without further ado, let's jump into Doctor Who and find out exactly what the Doctor has got to give. Oh.
No! What, planet Earth is broken? Or 2025 is broken? Have we been invaded? My parents are back home. And if this is Friday, then they go to this bar. Are they safe?
I hope so.
You hope?
I will meet your mum and dad. That is a promise.
You can't promise.
Can. I will. I do. Go.
I want those type of shoes.
Life with you.
I know.
This is a test.
Yes.
Yes.
The atmosphere is charged with galvanic radiation. It would strip the engines bare.
What the hell are you doing here? Because galvanic radiation is tough. Nothing can live on a rock like this.
Colony Base 15. Basic mining operation. 15 days ago, all contact was lost.
Oh.
Base went silent.
You can't scan for heartbeats because of the radiation.
By the way, somebody said in the comment section in the last reaction, if they can't get to May 24th, I think that's the date that they can't get to because the TARDIS keeps stopping. They're like, well, why don't you just skip over and go to May 25th? I think because they can't. It was kind of a funny answer. But because they can't get to the 24th, I'm sure that all dates after the 24th, they also can't get to. So they're just kind of stuck. Maybe they can get to the 23rd and then try to live out the 23rd and see what happens on the 24th. Possibilities are endless, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to do all these side missions and have a good time.
Airlock only takes 6. Doctor and Belinda with me, plus troopers 1 to 3.
Maximum person 6.
Take walkway 1. Any threat to life you have for mission, shoot to kill.
Half of them have been shot. Half of them have been assaulted.
Single heartbeat. Inside that room.
Oh, that was a little girl.
Can you take me home? I have a daughter. A mum passed her. That's her. I shot her, right? I did it, but she was gonna kill me.
Do not move. Eyes on me at all times. Do you understand?
My God.
I don't know what any of this is. You're a funny sort of nurse. It's just a graze. I'm gonna clean it, and then it'll stop stinging.
She gotta do something.
Maybe they ran from this place first. That's a nice thought.
Try they first drop the mercury lines and drill down.
Oh, is that the well?
Hello!
Well that runs 5 miles deep beneath the planet's crust. Light has never been before. Order's a joint foundation with planet Earth. Belinda's from Earth.
What?
The human race, you've heard of that.
Not on these parts.
So, sorry girl, I got something to say. Recap of everything that's going on so far in the past 18 minutes. And of course, I gotta stop this often because, hello, copyrights, they are real. So what's happening is the Doctor and Belinda decided they wanted to go on another voyage while waiting to get back to Earth. May 24th, I believe that's the date. We can't get there and we don't know why. So now we ended up over here with these really nice outfits and these dead people all over this planet. We came here to expect an abandoned station. Am I correct? Wait. Thank you so much for answering down below. So now we're here, we're trying to figure things out. We have a deaf lady, and it seems like she might be the person that killed all these people. I'm going with she's not at all, because it gave us like subtle hints that she possibly was about to do something crazy, but I don't think has anything to do with it. I think she really just wants to go home, and I am gonna guess, this is just a guess, clearly, because I didn't see the episode yet, that she's going to survive and she's going to end up going back to her daughter. But right now, we're at this spot like, we don't know. What's going to happen? What is she about to do? Is she really deaf? I'm sure nobody's asking that question, but I am. So now the Doctor, with his really nice outfit, goes and screams down below at the well that he just mentioned to us has no light. We also spoke about this other lady who's she's like attractive, like she kind of grabs the scene, like the captain, it seems like. It seems like she's from a place called Lombardo. I'm not sure if that's a planet from old, like Classic Who or the new Who of 2005, because they kind of harvest on it, or harnessed. I think harnessed is the word we're gonna go with today. They harness on the word of Lombardo. Now, I'm not sure, once again, if this is something that we just made up, or if it is something that we made up in this season, then it might mean something in this episode later on, or maybe in other episodes. So we're gonna keep that name, Lombardo, up here. Dangling, it's dangling. So now what am I suspecting? Something in this well caused everybody to go crazy. I don't think it's a monster. I think it's some type of air, gas, something like that, mercury, something. In this well, it's gotten in the air, everybody went mad, started killing each other, fighting each other, shooting each other, and she was the only survivor. Now, once again, I don't think she's gonna turn crazy, but if she does, it's because the gas is gonna start affecting her, and I don't know why, nobody else. But actually, maybe all of them will be affected as well, and then they start going mad. So this is a quick synopsis for a couple of reasons. One, I want you guys to hear the true tea of what's going on in my brain, and two, BBC Studios, leave me alone.
What?
Motion. If there's potential danger, why don't you just say what you saw? I don't know why Belinda's not, I'm about to call it Bethany. I don't know why Belinda won't just say, I think I just saw like an alien thing behind her. By the way, gather around the table. I'm starting to think that Alice is probably gonna die, or Alice is like a monster, or something about Alice. 2 seconds ago, I just said Alice is gonna survive and she has nothing to do with this and it's a gas. We're changing that. We're changing it. But now he's seeing something, she's seeing something, nobody's saying anything, and then they're gonna finally say something when everybody starts dying. It's gonna be too late. I don't know what this whole thing, I didn't see nothing. You saw something. So what did you see? What part of what she just said with these two screw bolt things did we not understand when she said it without the screw bolt things? If you go behind, she actually didn't say anything different than what they've been saying for the past 5 minutes. If you go behind her, you will die. There's something behind her. We don't know what it is. Now she's saying that there is something behind her. There's something behind her. Why? Like, there's something behind her. So, I don't know. Maybe they should shoot the air behind her, and maybe whatever it is behind her will die or get hurt or make its presence known. Also, side note to a side note of all side notes. I don't remember the Dr. David Tennant. And that looked like, what was his best friend's name? I cannot remember her name. By the way, they were my favorite, and David Tennant is my doctor. Yeah, I don't remember them being on this planet before, and there ever being something called Midnight. I guess the planet is called Midnight. I don't ever remember this, but that'd be pretty interesting to go relive after this episode.
Blackface, you die at midnight.
Blackface die at midnight.
If you kill me, it go behind you. Kill each other to get rid of it. But if you kill the host, it jump over to you.
You've been here before. When was that?
A different life. Met something so vile. No name, no self.
It's not me.
How do you guys know?
It's whispering.
Oh, Belle. Whatever you are, stand behind me.
Doctor. The construction of this human race, is it similar to Lombardic?
Sorry.
I'd never heard of the Earth.
I don't know.
Questions?
How could the Earth not exist?
Group leader Shire should be recommended for posthumous recognition. Doctor gave orders to follow his advice. Nuke the site from orbit, never to return.
What do we know about him?
We thought he was sent by you.
Was he carrying this?
Yes. He was, yes.
Well, that's exactly what I needed to know.
Excuse me.
I wrote the report and I couldn't even begin to tell you what happened. What is it?
Well. So, I actually enjoyed this episode. I think this was my favorite episode so far. It was creepy. It was scary. It sometimes didn't make any sense. And then I was like, I'm watching Doctor Who. So I do not remember this planet before with David Tennant. Maybe I actually do. Maybe I do remember this. And I'll look it up after this. Regardless, this was good that we had an episode that did a callback to David Tennant as being Doctor, how we threw it back to him, which is what all I've been asking for, is to also, if New Who, connect to New Who and Classic Who, at least once or twice. I know I've said this before. I know people said in the first season that dog god, I can't remember this name, the dog god's name. And then the trickster, I think, or something like that. I think there's a couple of like gods that were callbacks from Classic Who, but I feel like a lot of people in New Who that never seen Classic Who wouldn't know about New Who villains. So all I was waiting for was something that would be a callback to maybe New Who that people would be more familiar with. And I'm not familiar with this, but I'm sure once I see the episode with David Tennant, I'll be like, oh yeah, I think I do remember this now. But it clearly wasn't something that like stuck in my mind. And as I told you guys, David Tennant is my doctor. So I kind of remember all of the episodes with that particular doctor because he was my favorite. And he was actually the doctor that I fell in love with, like Doctor Who with. So did that make sense? I think so. That guy, Cassio, I guess that's the antagonist, I would want to say, his name, dreadful. And they're always, it's a great acting, the character is dreadful. They always will be one of those characters throughout a couple of episodes. They don't give you every single episode because then it'd probably be unbearable for a lot of people to watch, but it'll be in every other episode at least, a character that is like so irritating, so annoying, so pompous that you want them to die. And then as soon as he died, I'm telling you, the celebration that was happening over here, I'm telling you, graffiti was about to be sprayed in the air. I was living my best life. Because of him, all of them ended up dying. Then the lady leader, I think her name was Sasha or something like that, she was like one of my favorite characters of this show. She actually, for me, outshined even the Doctor and the Companion. No shade. I thought she was that good of a character that I was so sad to see her die at the end. And then she died for no reason because this unseeable thing latched onto somebody else, and now they're planning to leave this planet, but now they're not gonna be able to leave the planet, and if they do, it will finally get what it wants by getting out to the galaxy, getting out to the world. And now our favorite character fell down this well, and she's done. Boo! There was a couple annoying parts of this episode. What's behind you? What's behind you? I don't know. What's behind you? I don't see anything. Don't look. Oh my God! What's behind you? What's behind you? That was a little irritating for me, but I have a short temper, so there's that. But once we got over that hump, everything else was very good. I like the scary elements of Doctor Who. When they give you a scary moment or a scary episode, I find it more interesting than an episode that's super confusing and like scientific, which they do have as well. I'm just into either the drama or scares. And this gave us the scares. And I'm telling you, I was all about this particular episode. Once again, the Doctor and this companion, I feel, from my personal opinion, vibes as well as David Tennant and the red hair lady, who for some weird reason, I cannot remember her name, and as well as Dr. Matthew, Matt, and Claire. Was that her name? I think this is what it's reminding me of. This particular Doctor just matches so well, and I loved the previous companion with the blonde hair, whatever her name was. But this one, they're just connecting. They're just connecting. It's a lot of fun. I'm kind of curious to see what people overwhelmingly would say. I would look up the reviews, but I feel like you guys are gonna comment down below, and I hope you do. Comment down below what your honest opinion is. This is a safe space, I think. No, it is. It is a safe space. So please respect everybody's comments. There are going to be people that love this episode and people that hate this episode. But this is where you guys could give your explanation on why you do like it or why you don't like it. I love to read all sorts of opinions. For me, I loved it. I loved this episode. I would watch this episode again. It gave me one of those. Another only thing that I want to say is, I feel like the Doctor crying every single episode, for me, is annoying. The reason why is, when there is a moment, a scene that is going to be very sad, or potentially is sad, because the Doctor's always crying, it takes that element out. You know, I'm trying to remember if Matt cried, I'm sure he did, and David Tennant. I think David Tennant cried, I'm almost positive he did, but he didn't do it often. So when he did finally break character or get sad, you felt it emotionally, like you were breaking down. In this particular season, 1 and 2, because it's Doctor cries every episode, I can't get, and I almost started crying in this episode because of the lady. The lady was actually serving life, liberty, and justice, the one who fell down the well. But because the Doctor cries all the time, I'm like, okay, here he goes again, he's crying again. As soon as I get sad, I'm like watching him cry, and he cried multiple times in this episode. So that's my only stab in the back that irritates me on and off. But please comment down below what you thought about this episode, and until next time, I'm off this.